Donald Trump, midway through his first term as President of the United States, felt restless on a winter night in 2017. The White House, steeped in history and filled with secrets, seemed quieter than ever. It was in this enigmatic atmosphere that he fell asleep, and the dream he had was so vivid that upon waking, he felt compelled to share it with someone. He summoned his closest advisor, Steve Bannon, to the Oval Office. "Steve, I had a dream last night. A dream so real, I still feel like I'm there," Trump began, with a tone of wonder and bewilderment in his voice. Bannon, known for his cunning and interest in intriguing stories and theories, leaned forward, fascinated. "Tell me, Mr. President." Trump took a deep breath and started. "I was in the White House, but it was different. There was an air of antiquity, like I was walking through centuries of history. As I walked through the Oval Office, I saw a door that shouldn't have been there. It was as if the White House itself was inviting me to unravel a secret, guarded by generations." He described how he opened the door, revealing a spiral staircase that led him downward into the depths of the White House. "I descended, Steve, and each step seemed to take me further from the present, further into an unknown past or future." At the bottom of the staircase, Trump found a tunnel lit by torches, which led him to a circular chamber underground. In the center of the room was an old table with a yellowed parchment and a worn map. "It was like I had stepped into a Dan Brown novel," Trump jested, but his smile soon vanished as he remembered the parchment. On it was written, "He who solves this riddle shall be blessed with the truth about this nation's future." The riddle was clear. "I am the beginning of the end of the beginning, and the middle of everything. What am I?" Trump, with the confidence of a man accustomed to dealing in the world of business, began to consider the possibilities. "I tried peace, war, love, but nothing seemed right. Each wrong attempt made the air around me heavier, like time was against me." Bannon, listening intently, interjected, "And then, Mr. President, then I realized I was alone, but not entirely. There was a presence, a feeling that I wasn't the first to face this challenge. That's when I thought of something simpler, something that's always right in front of our eyes, but often overlooked," Trump continued. "I said, the letter E." With that answer, according to Trump, the chest beside the table opened, not revealing physical treasures, but something far more valuable, a holographic vision of the future. "It was like I was watching history unfold before me, Steve. I saw decisions I hadn't yet made, events that would shape not just my legacy, but America's destiny." The vision showed a series of challenges and triumphs. Trump saw himself navigating international crises, facing opposition both within and outside the country. And in moments of introspection, he saw a more reflective, more human version of himself. "There were scenes of me learning, growing, not just as president, but as a person." The hologram also showed the impact of his words, how his tweets could move markets or inspire a nation, and how they could also divide. "It was a powerful reminder that every word from me carries weight, Steve. Every decision can change the course of our history." Trump described how, at the end of the vision, he found himself returning through the tunnel, ascending the spiral staircase, but not as a changed man, but as one now carrying a new understanding of his role. "I woke up with the feeling that I had been blessed with a perspective few get the chance to see. It wasn't about power, but about service, about understanding what it truly means to lead." Bannon, who always saw Trump as a leader, now glimpsed a vulnerability, an opening to a more introspective side of the president. "What do you think this means, Mr. President?" he asked, his mind already racing with possibilities. "It means we have to be careful, Steve. careful with every decision, every word, not just for the power they carry, but for the responsibility we have to those who entrust us with their future. This dream, maybe it's a warning, maybe a blessing, but certainly a lesson. Trump concluded his narrative with a distant look, as if still pondering the hidden meanings of the dream. That door, that riddle, the vision of the future, all of it made me see that perhaps leading isn't just about being the strongest or the loudest, but about being wise, compassionate, and above all, human. Bannon, absorbing every word, knew this dream could influence Trump's decisions in ways he couldn't yet predict. It might be, Mr. President, that you were chosen for a greater purpose than you or I can comprehend. Maybe the White House has its own plans for its occupants. And so, on that winter morning, what began as a dream turned into a conversation that could, who knows, change the course of Trump's presidency. They talked about leadership, legacy, and the mysterious White House that seemed to hold more secrets than anyone could imagine. As Bannon left the Oval Office, he knew Trump's dream could be the prologue to a new phase in the administration. A phase where the true essence of leadership would be explored, not in history books, but in the soul of a president who dreamed of a riddle and woke with a new mission.